Hey everybody, it's Sherry Tuckus, the Green Nurse, from Green Nurse on the Go, Living Your Best Life. I'm here at the 5th annual 2019 New England Cannabis Conference. I'm here with Beantown, Greentown co-owner Andrew Mutty.
Woo!
Welcome.
Howdy. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I'm so happy to have you here. You guys are awesome.
Well, thank you.
Let's talk about your company and when it started. I know it started in 2016.
Yep.
What is Beantown, Greentown?
We're primarily an advocacy group. We do a lot of outreach stuff. We do crazy fun events, and we started as just a couple of growers that, reconnected. Like my partner and I, we hadn't seen each other in a long time. We both grew up, had kids, and then we reconnected, over cannabis. I did this grow in my house, this little secret lab. It was kind of like a James Bond room. You would like slide the wall aside and all of a sudden the lights would show.
Ba-boom!
Yeah, and he wasn't growing at the time, so he said, oh my God, I have to get back into this. So he showed me some monster plants that he used to have that were literally like forearm-sized buds. And I was envious at the time. And so we shared knowledge and we said, let's take this online, as legal caregivers and share more knowledge. So we both shared one account, and then we got some friends involved, and they got access, and it was like 4 or 5 different people, like always posting different gardens. We wanted to be kind of inconspicuous and not have people figure out where we lived or any of that, because it was still illegal at the time. And most of this started right before Vote on 4, so we were able to get up and running. We got a lot of followers quick, and people liked what we did. So our initiative was to help get more votes for 4, and when we did, that was kind of part of our mission.
And you have what is your slogan?
More weed,
less greed.
Yeah.
More weed, less greed, right?
Yeah, we're doing it because there's a lot of people out there that they're coming into this marketplace, especially here in Massachusetts, and all they want to do is, throw big money at it because they know there's going to be big returns. And, we're local. Like, I grew up in Boston, and, being here in Massachusetts to do what I love is, it's actually brought me home.
Exactly. And cannabis is all about community.
Yeah.
And we are all about bringing the community together to elevate the plant, to elevate one another, to help people get safe access to this medicine, to use it to the highest medicinal benefit.
Yeah.
So you guys are doing some great work. So
Yep.
basically, what are your plans for licensing?
Right now we're in the licensing stage. We've fully submitted an application on behalf of our business name, not Beantown, Greentown, but we're going for a license under 420 Industries. We wanted to create some separation of state with the two businesses. We still want to advocate as much as we can, but we also want a legal business that sticks to all the regulatory requirements. So we're going for a micro business license.
Okay.
And
can you explain what? So a lot of our viewers might be new to cannabis.
Yeah.
What is a micro business?
A micro
mean?
business in Massachusetts has some restrictions, but it also allows you to do a little more. So micro business in Massachusetts allows you to grow 5,000 square feet of canopy space. It also allows you to manufacture products. So although I'm limited in the small amount of grow that I can do, I'm going to do the best that I can. Craft quality cannabis, and then we're going to produce whatever products we can from that. That license also allows you to buy 2,000 pounds of marijuana. So it's still a little vague, and I've pushed the CCC to help define what that is. I'm a small business. I want to be able to buy distillate from my other small business makers.
You want to be able to create the best of the best.
We do.
Bring patients and consumers high quality, high end products that are tested for purity, for potency, right? The green nurses, we're coming up with a thing called flow.
Yeah.
Right? Some of our cannabis nurses in the community, it's all about what? Using flower, lab tested, organic, and whole plant.
Yeah.
Right? That's the entourage,
right.
the effect of the plant, all working together for people. Nature's perfect.
Yeah. Why change it?
Exactly. Right. So Beantown, Greentown, Boston Best Genetics. Boston bred genetics.
Yeah, I'm not going to claim that we're the best genetics.
Yeah, it's okay. Boston bred, but it's all right.
We definitely do our own thing. We've searched out a lot of plants that we like, and I'm a historical buff, so I go back to some of the original seed producers, like especially overseas, and we get some of those raw-based genetics out here. And then when we create stuff, we combine what we like, and we happen to name them locally. So one of our most popular strains right now happens to be called Boston Massacre.
Ooh.
And it's 2 hash plants, an Afghani and a Paki that have been crossed. So it's super resinous. Tests out about 24-25% THC. Has a real bang for its buck. Although not a lot of people are looking for that, that is something that we're bringing to the market to say, hey, we have the capability to do this.
You have the capability to craft and create something as specific as that. So what do you think about creating a green nurse strain?
We're down.
We
Let's
can
talk,
never have too many green nurse strains.
That's right.
Right? Because we can, we can have the uplifting.
The plant itself is a green nurse,
Yes,
she
it
nurses
is.
you back to health. So
Oh, she does.
Yeah, we're into it. We'll help in any way we can.
Oh, that is so great. So the other thing too that you're doing is you have a company called Benefit Wellness.
Yep.
Your own CBD product line
Yep.
called St. Andrews.
Yeah.
Now, I really love the story that goes behind that.
Yeah.
Tell everyone, our viewers.
So, well, right off the bat, we're launching a brand called Benefit Wellness, and that has a wide array of CBD products. The products that we want to bring to the market are based around giving people health, and we believe that just having cannabinoid-rich diet is very important. So, any way you can get it. So we got gummies. We have a tincture, we have a cream, and we have a biofreeze. So
nice.
I come from the action sports side of it, so I know what it's like to be an athlete and hurt. And we have a lot of people around us that are in the yoga and Pilates world, so we kind of built a lot of this for them. But the story that you love the most is the one when I was giving my grandmother CBD-based hand cream to cure her arthritis, and I'd send her the meds, and she'd be like, "Oh, St. Andrew sent me the meds." So I take some very special whole plant extract and make that for her and some other close friends. So I call it the small batch of what we do.
Small batch craft of St. Andrew's salve that you made for Grandma.
Yep.
How important is that? Because this is just like, these are the types of people that need this medicine the most.
Yeah, totally.
And to be able to make it for Grandma, and Grandma feels better, Grandma's happy, and she shares with other people.
Well, the stigma's is driven so hard. That stake in the elderly has been there since the dawn of time. They don't know any different. So it's the younger generation that's really accepting the fact that it's a medicine and it's something that's really going to help. And trying to lift that up from the older community, it's quite impressive and it's fun.
Yeah, and they're like that community. The 55 and over crowd is the largest growing patient population, our senior population.
Yeah.
Seniors are looking for alternatives.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing that they're dealing with these days is cognitive decline. They want to remain independent.
Yeah.
Right? They want to remain high functioning.
Yeah.
And CBD is a great alternative for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and they experience the benefits the most because they're like always hurting, like whether it's this ache or pain or this, and so it helps the most.
Did you know, this is a good one, did you know that CBD works on 65 different molecular targets in our body at the same time?
I thought it was more than that, but that's
just
impressive.
65 specific ones directly.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
That is impressive.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
So tell us about what's going on. Our favorite holiday in the cannabis
holiday
community
world,
is 420.
Yeah.
So what is going on at the Summit Lounge on 420?
Well, we are throwing one of the best and biggest safety meetings ever. We've been under like a lot of eyes right now, and one of the things people ask us to do is throw an event that helps lift the stigma from the world of what cannabis is. So, and we can do that by throwing a safety meeting. Like, we're going to get people together and smoke for 24 hours. We have a couple people that are dedicated to it to stay up that late, but we're selling ticket blocks on 2-hour segments. Those 2-hour segments can bring in more of the community and allow people to come and enjoy with us. We rolled a 119-foot joint.
I was just going to bring that up.
Yeah, and people said, what are you going to do with it? So we took 25 feet of it, the best that we had, and we knew what section it was, and we broke it into 6-inch sections. So every half hour, we're going to smoke a different section. So we have 48 broken off.
Oh,
so the rest of it beyond that, we rolled into 2 little nuggets, and we put them in glass jars with commemorative wrapping, and we're going to give them to every ticket holder that walks in the door.
Oh my God,
so it's kind of giving back.
Cool.
It's a little piece of history. And we tell people, like, if you have this and you bring it to us at an event like here or something, we'll hook you up. Whether it's a discount on a t-shirt or some stickers, or maybe we got something that can just go to your way. So.
Oh my God, that is so cool. So cannabis is all about community. And in the cannabis community, we like to swap good stories and funny stories and educational stories. What is the most memorable, best cannabis story
I
that
got
you'd
one
like
for
to
you.
share? Tell me a good one.
I used to travel in the snowboard world, so we would travel all over the world. And I traveled with this group of guys, and they were hardcore smokers. So wherever they would go, airports were specific for this. They would go outside and they would have their smoke area, and they would find a crack in the wall or a place to stash a little bit of weed because they knew they would go back there. So rather than taking weed with them, that was their stash spot. So to me, that was genius because, you know, you never have to like look for it when you land. You know, it's like you fly into Munich and you go right here and you know that you got a little stash of weed there. You're always good to smoke it. So imagine hiding a little bit of weed all over the world.
Yeah, and
yeah.
you know you're gonna have your stash when you need it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dash for the stash.
Yep, that's what it's
right?
all about. Yeah.
So you guys are here at the New England Cannabis Convention for
Right.
the weekend.
Yep.
What booth are you at?
We're at the second booth when you walk in the front door. You can't miss our sign. We almost look like we're the booth in front of us.
Yeah,
but
you got to have a big booth.
Yeah, it's 2 spaces. Half of it's dedicated to our CBD side, and half of it gets dedicated to the Beantown, Greentown side of
That's
things.
great. That's
Yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
So a quick question too before we wrap it up. How is cannabis helping you to live your best life?
Well, right now it's helping me on the side that my wife and I, we use CBD to help stabilize our moods. So that's how it's given back to me. And we do it in a way that, you know, she has SAD, the seasonal affect disorder.
Yes.
So what we do is we microdose. And we're dosing in the morning and in the afternoon so that we have a steady flow of mood and anxiety. So that helps keep us going. So.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for joining us
Hey,
today. Thank you for Boston, Beantown, Greentown, here at the New England Cannabis Convention. Woohoo! And remember, everyone, what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's about living your best
Loving it
life.
up. Yeah. I'm going to give you one of my pins.